Hello and welcome to Bricks. I'm Adam and this is Bricks. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets and building them and other Lego related stuff. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at a Lego Star Wars magazine. This is a French one. It's one of the ones I brought back from my trip to Europe. We actually saw this one advertised on the back of a different issue of the magazine. This is like maybe a special one. I don't know if it has yeah, it says like Star Wars Jubilee number 1H, so it might be a special thing. This is in a bag because it comes with this kind of cool Darth Vader tin, and then inside of that I believe is the Darth Vader minifigure in here, and then we also get a limited edition trading card, which we've looked at. I just recorded a video about some Ninjago cards, but I have, a Marvel and Star Wars one already as well. And I think this is one that, like, there was maybe two versions. There's another version with a different tin. I believe I have that one. It might have a different card as well. I think the figures are the same, so I don't know if I'll do two separate videos, but I might and see what the insides looks like. But I paid €9 for this, so this one's a little bit more. That's probably $10 or a little over $10. A big part of that is probably the tin. I think that could be kind of collectible, but also people could use it for storing all kinds of different stuff, I suppose, and that's fine. And so in this video I'm going to open this up, I'm going to go through the magazine, I'm going to put together the minifigure, and then I'm going to share my thoughts on it. So we will get right into this. And I don't know if I've looked at one of these that's been just a minifigure, maybe not in a while. I did look at a Spider-Man one a little while ago that was, I believe, basically just a minifigure, and that was okay. This one is a minifigure plus, I would say, just because it comes with this tin, and hopefully I can get this off of here without damaging the cover at all, but they seem to do a pretty good job of that. So yeah, we'll look here, see, get some of this little tack or glue off of there, and we can look at what is all on here. I'll also try to remove the card. This card, again, when they put them on the front like this, it's cool as like an advertising thing. It doesn't protect the cards very well. I don't know if the cards are really worth anything, but they're at risk of being bent up. For some of these holographic ones, I've been kind of sleeving them up just in case, because I do have sleeves near me and available. And this is a Stormtrooper limited edition. Pretty cool. I like the gold a lot. And the hollow pattern on this one is maybe a distinct hollow pattern from any of the other ones I've seen so far, which is cool. I think it is. The one, yeah, I believe it is. It looks to me like they're kind of longer horizontal things, stripes kind of going through with kind of a gradient. So it's not quite the same as like the digital pixel, or kind of it's not like quite the same as behind there where it's kind of vertical lines and horizontal lines making those squares. When there are squares appearing, that's sort of where the gradient is. For this, I'll say the thickest or the most opaque, but it seems like that's kind of the pattern, kind of these horizontal things going through there. So that does feel distinct to me than some of the other ones I've seen, which is, I guess, cool. I like to see different things like that. And then we will kind of go through here, and this one I'm assuming will have some similar stuff. We have a advertisement for a magazine. Oh, I also have the representations of Bricks and Missy Alexander that came with me to Europe, which is where I got these from. We have an advertisement for this magazine here, which is actually one I just looked at, but I don't know if I looked at the Italian one or something else, but it's a spider crawler. Are these pages supposed to be like that? Is there something inside here? What is the deal? Okay, I think this one's just miscut I don't want to rip it too much, but there we go. That got sealed up a little bit. Got the table of contents, looking at what we might have in store for us. We have some games, different things, kind of maybe a maze or something, or a little game to play there. Matching some stuff here. We have the instructions for just the minifigure. I think I know how to put that together. Then we get into a comic, which is cool. Advertisement for Ninjago set. More of the comic. This one's in French. Then we have, oh, very cool. I actually love that. So these are the posters. So one here is kind of maybe, big Darth Vader and some stormtroopers and some Emperor throne room guards. Different tie things here. I don't know. This one sort of looks like a bomber, but also not. So I don't know what that one is. That one's maybe a TIE fighter. This one's TIE something or other. That's cool. But the one on the back of that is this Millennium Falcon thing showing all of the Lego representations of the Millennium Falcon throughout the years. And there's a little bit of a timeline there. I don't... because these posters are cool and all, I haven't ever taken them out because it's just, I don't necessarily want to rip them out. Let me see if I can work with these staples here a little bit, and they're still going to have the holes where the staples were, but that's just the nature of getting a poster like this out of a magazine like this, how they put these together. And for this one, I'm just going to try to minimize the amount of damage and ripping and get these staples bent up a little bit, because I actually would like to look at the different Millennium Falcons, and let's see how easy this will be. I don't want to take off every page. Can I get that one back through there, I wonder? Okay, yeah, sure. And then we'll bend those back down as best I can. I might have to work on that a little bit. Using my handy dandy brick separator here, maybe. That's kind of what I use to pry these staples up. I'll just have to be careful about those. And let me see. So we can see the full poster here. The other one is this one. If it were me, I would have liked to have these flipped so that when you opened the poster page fully without having to take them out, this is what we would see. And then the other one would be you would see, half of this one, and then you would turn the page and see the other half of that one. That's just a me thing. But we have some look at the Millennium Falcons in Lego form from 2000 to 2022. So it's a little bit behind, but it does have, a good amount of stuff here. And I really like this because I've talked about it before, but I actually have the one from the year 2000, 7190. I have this set from, back in that year I got it, and I still have it. And I also have this one, which was this interesting scale kind of between microfighter. They were called mini fighters, and I had a bunch of those as well. And then I still have that one too. So I have both of the first iterations of Lego Millennium Falcons, and they are weird, and we've come a long way. Even this one, the scale, it's bigger than a lot of these other little ones are. Just it's also flatter, it's not nearly as thick. But the first one has these really big, round, sloped pieces with all this printing on them. I really feel like this one's pretty ugly. You can see a lot of exposed studs. A lot of these have exposed studs still, but just using this basic plate there instead of putting any tile or vented pieces or anything else on there to kind of break that up is a little bit ugly, or at least it's just kind of retro or vintage looking Lego, or how they were designing stuff back in the day. So I think that's cool to see. I still have to yet make a video maybe about this this set from back then, but I have, I believe, all the pieces and the minifigures, which is cool. And then we will keep going here. We have a way to sign up to get this mailed. We have a interview with a character or a person here who's maybe a like in, I don't know what this is, something on the Giants in the something, but there's an interview here about Lego Star Wars, I'm assuming, which is cool, and that is nice. Then we have the comic continuing on. Get to the end of the comic, get a bit of a maze here, having a look at some R2-D2, like this set that came out, looking at the different things you can do to it, like adding the third leg and leaning it, and then all the other kind of stuff you can add in there. Different accessories. Then we have kind of like a puzzle sort of thing over here, matching up the pieces with where they might go to make up the image here. This one is maybe like a spot the difference or find the one that exactly matches the original one. Some questions, maybe kind of trivia down here about R2-D2. A word search, I believe, maybe like drawing your own comic, which is cool. So they kind of give you a panel layout of a particular page. Then we have kind of the answers and everything, and then another thing here for another magazine. And at the back, we have a look at a Minecraft magazine. So that's everything in there. And now I will open up this tin and we'll look at the figure. Now, the figure is just appears to be the kind of standard Darth Vader we've been getting for a little while, which is fine. It is a good figure, even. It's a common figure, so it's not particularly hard to come by. This has some tape on it, and that didn't peel off as nicely as I would have liked, so I'll have to work on that a little bit later, and I'll just open up the other side there. And inside we have the loose pieces kind of floating around in there. You can dump that out and get this together. So we have a solid Darth Vader figure here. I'm assuming most of the people that watch my videos have seen this or own this, and don't need an in-depth look or a close-up of everything here, but I will go over it kind of quickly because it is a quality minifigure there. So we have a Darth Vader. So they have the kind of like chrome hilt here with the red saber. Do have a two-hole cape. It's kind of the thicker one. It's not super spongy or like flimsy, so it's a little bit more rigid. We have the headpiece or the helmet, the mask that is actually in two pieces, so we can take off the top of it, and then we can see underneath Anakin's kind of face as Darth Vader. There's printing on the back, but no alternate face, which is fine. And then the lower part of the mouthpiece there is an extra piece around the minifigure neck that goes above the cape. Front of the minifigure torso is very cool. We got different controls, some armor stuff, the belt. There is printing on the midsection for like different robes or whatever. Coming down, printing on the legs up at the top in the middle, and then we do have the printing on the arms, which is what makes this a very good figure. They make a lot of these, but printing on the arms, printing on the other side of the arms there, which is cool, and the back of the torso is pretty standard. No printing on the side of the legs or anything like that. This is a great representation of Darth Vader. I don't know if people have complaints about the helmet being too big, or about the arm printing not being accurate, or the torso, or the this or the that or the other thing, or maybe they want a different mold for the head, or they want printing on the head, or I don't know if any of that really makes sense. But just thinking about like redesigning a character that's so well established and has been represented in Lego form for a long time, I don't know what the upper limit of Darth Vader is. There might be a way way to just make it even better, but I'd be interested to see that. So far this is the standard one, but it is also quite good, so that's fine. I don't know if it's really worth any particular amount of money because it's not like special or anything like that, but it is quality, so that is good. And that's all we have here. So yeah, I paid €9 for this, which is a little bit pricey. I don't know how much value I put on the tin, but certainly something. It is like, you know, an official Lego product. I mean, the tin was probably made somewhere, but, you know, this is a limited edition box, and it has the requisite kind of information here on the back. So putting Lego in there, putting change in there, keys in there, maybe these collectible trading cards in there or something is going to be what I'm going to do. And yeah, this is fine. It's probably very cheap to make. It almost feels something like I could get at a flea market or something for relatively cheap. You get the figure. Maybe it's $5, maybe it's $4, maybe it's $3, maybe it's $2. Hard for me to say just without looking what the market price is, but it is good quality. And then we get all the activities, the comic, the posters in here, and we have the trading card, which is fine. You know, I'm at peace with the price I paid for these. It's just the price that's printed on the cover, so that's what I paid, and that's okay. But this was fine. This was fun. I still like Lego Star Wars. Happy to get the tin. And if I grab the other one, let me see here. I think I have a different one that has a different tin and a different card. So maybe instead of doing two separate videos, I will open this up and not go through, you know, the magazine like I just did, not go through putting the figure together or anything like that, but we'll just open this up. This one comes with a Darth Vader card, another limited edition card here, and has the 25th anniversary on the back. This one has, I think, a similar hollow pattern to the Stormtrooper, so that's fine. Fine to see that, but it is a great character there with the Darth Vader, so people might want that. And then we have the other tin here, so instead of being the shape of the helmet or something, it's just a rectangular metal tin with Darth Vader on the front. And this one's cool. Like, this one has all this kind of molding in here for the different curvature, and then some painting or printing done to accentuate some of the shadows and the lighting. This one is a little bit different here. So it's just rectangular. Some of this is like raised up. The figure itself is like raised up, as well as the writing and kind of the border here. So that's not quite like embossed, but it's something. And then I guess this is taped together as well. And is that the only spot? Is it supposed to slide open? Yeah, so this one is a different kind of thing. So it's a tin that sort of slides. It's kind of locked on here around the side like that, except for up at the top. So you can kind of slide it up and down, kind of clips back together. You can slide it open. It does say Darth Vader on the side, has a lightsaber there, and then the back just has a little bit of image here on the back. It has a nice texture on the back. It's kind of got like a matte feeling to it, and all this is not like a paper thing. I think the one on this one, I thought maybe it was like a paper insert, or cardboard or whatever, but maybe not. Maybe that's just on there. But this one has kind of a matte finish to it, and that's pretty cool. So that's the only difference between those. The magazines, as far as I know, are identical, and the price I paid for them was the exact same. Let me check. Posters, probably the same according to the front. So that is that. And maybe, you know, these and the Ninjago cards I looked at recently, maybe these are some things that I'll give away. If people are interested, or like if I'm running another giveaway, maybe I'll just throw them in as a bonus, because I think there are people out there that could get a lot of enjoyment out of these, maybe more than me. I certainly liked looking at this, and you know, I have a million Darth Vader figures, but it's okay with me to get one more or two more. So that's that, and then the cards. So I think again, that's it. If you like this video, click the thumbs up. If you like my other videos, click the subscribe button. That helps me a lot. And then if you wanted to support the channel, you can do that here on YouTube with membership supers and thanks. You can give money to the channel by buying me a coffee on buymeacoffee.com/sobricks. You can also go to the Patreon. It's in the video description on my channel page, and that helps a lot. And with all that said, until next time, thanks. Bye.